Hi, this is Adam, and in this video I'm going to be covering the Plantronics Blackwire 5220 communication headset. I'm not going to really go over the specs too much. I really just want to give you my opinion on the design, functionality, and how it feels to have this headset since I bought it last week. Now, I've used it a ton. I've made hundreds of calls with it. I've done FaceTime with it. I've done Skype call on my computer with it. I've tried the USB connectivity and the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack compatibility a ton of times during those calls and whatnot with friends and family and business related. And I gotta say, I was kind of hesitant to get a wired headset because I thought it was going to be inconvenient, and it just depends on how mobile you're going to be during this. But I think a wired headset is definitely worth it because the call quality is going to be on point every single time. I've also didn't notice a difference between the call quality and the sound quality of the headset itself, whether I've connected it with my phone or connected it to my computer. So in the sound test later on in this video, I've used it on my phone, but again, I didn't really notice a difference at all in how it sounds whether I use a voice recorder on my phone or my computer. Let's get into the review. As far as the design goes, one of my favorite things is just the color and obviously how awesome this thing looks. And so that's one of the biggest benefits of getting a headset that has USB and phone connectivity, is you can kind of show off when you're out and about. Like if you're like me, and you're just going to the store or whatnot, there's times I still wear this over my in-ear headphones just because not only does it look awesome, but it just feels so comfortable. And I think it's because, and I've yet to look into this, I'm kind of doing this review on the spot right here and explaining it, but most headphones designed like this with the stereo speakers and have this type of on-ear feel or on-ear design, I wish they had this little feature, because whatever this is called, the thing I like most about it is it relieves the pressure of it being on your ears. And you'll feel it once you put it on and this goes up on top of your head. You notice it just kind of expands it a little bit, but it still has a snug fit. These definitely don't feel loose when you wear them. And of course the microphone swivels, so whether you want to wear it on the right side or the left side, there is labels in here to say left and right. But yeah, you're not going to notice a sound difference or a comfort difference. It's designed perfectly even, and it even has this little guide so you can remember exactly which fit is most comfortable for you. I don't have the biggest head in the world, but it fits. It probably fits a pretty big head. I wear it on a 4. Next thing I want to mention and touch more home base with is the sound. So, the way they feel is very comfortable. I like this leather feel, and the cushioning is, I think, just about right, except in the center, there's a little bit more give, like you can see here. So, I think that's why, these headphones don't have a ton of bass, although they sound crisp, they sound clear, and whether you're listening to podcasts or any type of music, when I tested them with hip-hop especially, the thing I noticed is everything sounds good except there's no bass. So it's only just enough to where you can hear it, but you ain't going to be blasting these for music purposes. They are going to be for communications, obviously. And here's more of a up close look. Hopefully that comes in good on the final video. With the cable, it's very long. I think it's good enough, especially if you detach this. And when you detach this, one of the most important things I wanted to mention is, you see that little notch thing right there? It acts like a key, so when you plug this in, it doesn't move back and forth. And the only reason why I don't like this is I used to have a pair of Skull Candy headphones, and with the case I had on my iPhone at the time, it had something similar to this. It was a little bit more out there, but it wouldn't fit because of the thickness of my iPhone case, if you still have a headphone jack on your phone. But it wouldn't fit through, so I had to take my headphone case off if I wanted to use it, which was really annoying. So I haven't experienced that, obviously, because I have to use a dongle now, which if you have a dongle, you're probably not going to, most cases obviously cope with that. But if you do have a regular headphone jack, if you have a case on it that's pretty thick, this might not fit all the way through. Case is very lightweight, made out of the soft material. I really like how it has kind of a microfiber feel to it, And of course you have this zipper pouch, so you can detach the USB dongle, put it in there, and that way you can more snugly fit the headphones without tangling out the cables as easy. Now that I went over the design, comfortability, and what I think about the headset overall, I want you to hear the sound test I did. Here's the Plantronics Blackwire 5220 without any ambient noise in the background. Here's the Plantronics Blackwire 5220 with ambient noise in the background, as if you're in a local coffee shop during a busy morning. To even further the exercise, I'm at a Starbucks and I sat pretty close to where the baristas are because I know it was going to be loud. So this is just coming directly from the microphone in the phone. And then obviously this is if I have the headphones in, and when I put the headset on, when I put it on, I notice I can barely hear the outside. So, and with boom mics like this, you don't even have to talk that loud in order for somebody to hear you. And you'll have that tendency when you first get this is to kind of scream and yell because you're just not used to it being so sensitive. Overall, what do I think about this headset? I think if you haven't bought a headset, especially one that is going to be like this with a boom mic and specifically designed for communication, even if you're not, going to be making a ton of calls like me, or if it's not business related, I think it's more than worthwhile to invest in it, because there's going to be so many times you're going to need a headset like this. And I've yet to determine, on my opinion, on if a Bluetooth version of this or a wired version like I have in this video is really going to make a huge difference. I'm sure it will, but that's yet to be determined in future videos as I do more of these reviews. But for me, I feel like this headset's an 8 out of 10. I think the noise canceling for what I've tested is great. I think overall comfortability is great. I think design is awesome. Hopefully this helped you with your decision on if this is going to be worthwhile for you to purchase or not. Again, this is Adam, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care.